to call the Monday, March 13th board meeting to order. Roll call.
Ms. Nazario?
Here.
Ms. Washington here. Mr. Ballard?
Here.
Mr. Sturgill?
Here.
Mr. Ferguson?
Here.
And by far, the most exciting part of any board meeting is cheering for our students that deserve to be clapped for. Mr. Scott, if you could introduce our
Yeah. Got
Our
the
leaders?
pleasure to welcome students and staff from Stephen DeHanas here. They're going to not only lead us in the pledge, but after the pledge, they're going to speak to us on Fuel Up to Play 60. We oftentimes in this field of education talk about the academics, but we also have to, be considerate of how we ensure that our students are well-rounded, that they're healthy. So we do a good job in our district of making sure that food is healthy and that our students have as much as they need, but we also got to get our kids moving. And that's the exciting part. I don't know about you all, but I didn't necessarily love coming to school and sitting all day. Movement is huge. So the fact that we're going to hear a little bit about that is awesome. So I have the privilege of introducing Ms. Steshik, and I think maybe Ms. Stewart are going to come up and introduce us to the students. And then after that introduction, they're going to do the pledge, which will then be followed up, as I said, with the presentation. So Ms. Steshik, would you?
Thank you for having us today.
Yeah, and the reason why I in the past I've kind of introduced the kids, but I can't match the energy level that these two have. So it only made sense to have them talk about the students.
We're not gonna lie, we're excited, but it was so hard. We have, I believe, so thank you for your support. 10 after-school clubs, 10 or 11 after-school clubs at Stephen DeHanas Elementary. And anyone who knows us, neither one of us sits very well, so this is why Fuel Up to Play 60 is very important to us. So today we have 2 of our students. We were expecting a few more, but that's okay. All righty.
There we go. Action.
Alondra Gonzalez, please come up. Alondra is a 5th grader at Stephen DeHanas. Come on up, sweetheart. She has a 2nd grade sister, Thais, and a kindergarten brother, Yared, and she loves to read. So she's constantly reading. She's trying to get the 40-book challenge in her 5th grade class, and she's going to speak to Fuel Up to Play 60. And then we also have Yaneo Rentero Mercado. Come on up. He's here with his parents as well. He has a few family members in the district. His sister is a 1st grader, Yana Lise. Yana Lise, you can wave, mamita. And he has a brother here at Southview, Eliel Rivera. His mother, Wilma, is our PTO president, very proud of that position. And his father's here also, Jose Rentario Mercado. And he loves to play basketball, playing soccer with his dad. His favorite foods are taco, and his favorite color is blue. So, everyone, if you'd please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Before you speak to that, Mrs. Sable leads the club after school, or during school, right? You have lunch, if you want to come up and speak. Mrs. Sable is our physical education teacher.
Hello, I've been doing Fuel Up for 4 years now. And it's just wonderful. We get 5th graders involved. We have 4th graders now involved as kind of junior ambassadors. And it's really just, it's a wonderful experience. I think we have meetings weekly. They help with so much, which you're going to hear about in a little bit. And I love the program. I love working with the kids. So it's just amazing. I can't wait for you to hear what they all help with at the school.
It's all yours, ready?
Good evening, we are the Fuel Up to Play 60 ambassadors from Stephen DeHanas Elementary. Fuel Up to Play 60 is the nation's leading youth wellness program, empowering students, parents, and educators to work together to build healthy communities. Here are some of the ways we help you to build a healthier school community. Monthly themes for our PBA celebrations, we research, practice, and help Mr. Sable learn Fuel Up Friday. We hope to pass out the daily snacks and for vegetable for the kids. Since February was Heart Health Month, we put up a poster in the main hobby called Weekly Day.
Field Day, we help Miss Sable set up and run the stations for Field Day for grades K to 2. Second, Rising Titan Lunch, we have 3 different jobs. There's a host, hostess, server, and a manager. As a host, hostess, our job is to see the families. The servers bring and clear the food. The managers make sure everyone is doing their jobs and that the lunch runs smoothly.
The One Good Deed bracelet reminds us to do one good deed a day. When you complete the deed, you move the bracelet from arm to arm. Thank you for letting us speak.
Thank you, sir. Well done, by the way.
And you come bearing gifts.
Exactly.
That's awesome.
Nice.
So they also tied in the kindness that we're doing here at school with the One Good Deed bracelet. It's just a gentle reminder to do one kind deed a day. When you do it, you move it from one arm to the next arm.
And I got to say, I've had mine, and I'm glad I got another one. If you can see, I've been wearing it for a while. One is very worn out. I got a fresh one. So you've inspired, and your school has inspired me to make sure, and it goes back and forth, the kind deed. And there's nothing more important than being kind and sharing that. And you both are sharing that through your leadership. You mentioned a lot of things relative to jobs and responsibility and serving the greater good of the school. I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for serving your school, and I look forward to your journey throughout the rest of your careers here. That's just awesome. So can we give them another round of applause? That's fabulous.
Hey, if we get a picture taken with our leaders, is that all right?
Come on, and Mrs. Sable, come on.
Picture time. And once again, parents that are in the audience while we're transitioning to the picture, I just want to say thank you. Leadership like we witnessed tonight doesn't happen without a strong background and a strong unit of support. So thank you for being great leaders for your children.
I know something. Okay. It's okay, sweetheart. Come on in, come on.
Excuse me.
Come on, Natasha.
When they're parked at the cafeteria area, is there any way anybody can walk them back through? Instead of, thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, you're welcome. We figured it out.
Happy to have you.
Yeah.
Come back for the TV, I guess.
Yes, go back to the
There's a blooper reel that will come out later.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, let's do it one more time.
Marie, do you mind introducing your student and tell us a little about her?
Okay, Natasha, it's okay, sweetheart. I'm gonna give you a bio, Natasha. Come here, sweetheart. We're gonna find your city. Natasha, come here. This is Natasha Sanchez Ruiz. She has a brother Alvaro in the 7th grade at Southview Middle School. She's in the 5th grade. She loves to draw, sing, and dance. And she's very active in Field to Play 60. What's your favorite activity with Field to Play 60? It's okay. Do you deliver the snacks to the rooms? Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Natasha. And thank you, Mr. Scott. Bishop, Ms. Stewart. Okay, now the exciting part of the meeting is over and the rest is pretty boring. So if you guys want to sneak out, we fully understand.
And we won't accompany you.
Yeah, we could join you if we could. Thanks, Lisa.
So much.
All right. First hearing of the public.
There's no public left.
No public's left. Seeing none, approve the minutes from the February 27th board meeting.
So move.
Support.
Roll call?
Ms. Nazario?
Yes.
Ms. Washington, yes. Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson?
Yes.
Any old business? Seeing none, reports and recommendation of the treasurer.
I have items 8.01 through 8.04 for approval.
So moved. Support.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Nazario?
Yes.
Ms. Washington, yes. Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson?
Yes.
Reports and recommendation of the superintendent.
Thank you. I'd like the board to consider for approval items 9.01 to 9.06, personnel matters.
So moved. Support.
Discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Nazario?
Yes.
Ms. Washington, yes. Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson?
Yes.
I'd like the board to consider for approval items 10.01 to 10.14, operations matters.
So moved. Support.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Ms. Nazario?
Yes.
Ms. Washington, yes. Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson?
Yes.
And in the spirit of keeping things brief, that's what I got for you.
Okay. Any new business? Any committee reports? Second hearing of the public. Still no public. Our next board meeting will be March 27th at 5 o'clock here. Right, March 27th, yeah, March 27th, yep. And I need a motion to go into executive session.
So moved.
To discuss personnel and negotiations.
Sounds like a plan. So move. Support.
I made the motion.
Okay.
So Jay, that's a second from you.
Sure.
Roll call?
Ms. Nazario?
Yes.
Ms. Washington, yes. Mr. Ballard?
Yes.
Mr. Sturgill?
Yes.
Mr. Ferguson?
Yes.
Will we be taking any
No.
when we come out? No.
We got a fan in the audience.
Yes.
Good. You? Good.